Hey YouTube. Well, I'm going to come on here and talk about this. This is part two to that thing I did with Shirley Caesar. I still, people are upset with her, and so I just looked over it again. I said, well, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I got it wrong. I should be angry too. So I looked over it again, and I'm sorry. I'm still basically in agreement with her. So what Shirley Caesar said, people are up in arms, and they're equating her with having the same thoughts as Kim Burrell. I just don't see a big connection here. People, what we have to accept is what we want is respect. What she was preaching, what she was saying to these people, is basically what we want. We want to be respected. All that means is I do not think for one moment that Shirley Caesar is she was talking to a crowd of 4,000. One of these churches, I guess, I don't know if it's a mega church or not, but one of these big churches, 4,000 people. I don't think that she's actually suggesting that the ushers walk up and down the aisle and collect all the phones every time they want to say the word fag. So I think what she was saying is we have to watch what we say. And if she was talking, she said, so now I have to take time and I have to watch what I say. Well, that's what we want. We want respect. We don't have control over people's hearts. We can't change their hearts. That takes time. Over time, I think hearts can be changed, things like that. But in the meantime, what we want is respect. You think they're not people who still don't like interracial marriage? Of course there are. There are all kind of people. But then I can go up to the pulpit and disparage interracial couples, and they're not going to say anything out of their mouth. And then I can go on television and say hateful things about people because they're married to a race outside of themselves. That's in their heart. But what we have is respect, and we have laws. We don't want laws that violate us. We don't want churches to go up and say hateful things that are going to hurt us. That's basically what you were saying. Watch your mouth, which is true. So I'm still in agreement with Shirley. As a matter of fact, I'm more in agreement with what she said. In that same sermon, she was saying how we all have secrets. We all have bad behavior. She said if the walls could talk, if the hotel room beds could talk, it'd have something on all of us, which is the truth. It's all about respect. So if those people are willing to not go up on the pulpits anymore and talk stuff about us, degrade us, demoralize us, that I think the battle is won. And praise God for the cell phone. The cell phone's doing magnificent things. Well, I remember when they first came out with these cameras and these cell phones and these video cameras and I said, what? Why do you need that? Who needs that? But as it turns out, I was completely wrong on that because these cell phones are doing a lot of the work that we're finding ourselves unable to do just by going public, just by making things public. So anyway, I'm not backing down. I'm not going here to kiss boo boo with Pastor Caesar, but in this case, I just don't think she's pretty far off, and I think we should just take it as that. Okay, so you're not because I don't think she meant that everyone was going to give up their phone and they're going to collect 4,000 cell phones and then somehow figure out a way to give back 4,000 cell phones after they said whatever 3 or 4 lines they did because a person could just easily just tell what happened. It's not literal. I looked at the thing over and over again, and I don't think it's literal. I think she's saying that if you wanted to talk that way, you would have to do that in order to be sure that you wouldn't be broadcast. And she took the girl's example, held the phone up. There's 1 million people that are hearing what you say. So what she's saying, she's really acknowledging that what they were saying was wrong, and it can get you in trouble if you say that out loud. So this is a major thing for us. God bless the cell phone. Use them wisely and expose the people. Expose them. She's saying if you don't want to be exposed, watch your mouth, which is true in many cases. I mean, you think that in some of these southern white churches they don't still have these feelings about African American people, black people? Of course they do. They still got their evil hearts still in the church. People are different places, but they just don't go out there and announce it and broadcast it, and then hurt the person, the gay person in there who's he's struggling to save his life. That's why he's in church. Okay, so I just said that I got a lot of comments people saying, "Oh, he got to be drugged too," and "Oh, she's just like Kimber." Don't mix them together, honey. She was talking to pastors and giving them instruction, which I thought was good instruction, and I would take that. Just respect me, like all them actors say, or them old lines. A lot of these movies, they'll always say, you don't got to love me, but you got to respect me." Well, that's where the thing is. It's all about respect. So in that instance, we win. So I think Shirley Caesar was actually giving good advice. All right, about that. What is something else I want to talk about? Something else I wanted to talk about. I forgot what it was. Yeah. 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 So I'll leave it at that. When I went to the pen, one of the times I went to the pen, the main lesson I had to learn in the pen, the main primary thing that made me survive San Quentin, Vacaville, CMC, the main thing was respect. It all came down to respect. How do you treat people? Because they're the people, they don't have nothing. All they have is their clothes on their back. So respect is very important to them. And so people in there, and people don't know that, at least California, prisons are completely segregated. They don't have black and white people in the same cells and things like that. They don't. And so people learn, yes, I can have my feelings or whatever, but I have to respect you. And that's how they get along in there, even though they're all segregated. Anyway, so I thought I'd put that out there. You guys, I apologize if I erase your comments, if you say something that I'm not in total agreement with. But this is the one place I have some power. And I gave you the analogy before. It's just like graffiti. If you leave the graffiti up, people are going to stack on it and stack on it and stack on it and stack on it. So uh, if you're not being mean, it'll stay up, of course. So anyway, I hope I made that a little bit clearer. It's a cloudy day in San Francisco, so forgive my lighting. I'm using lamps here. Maybe I'll buy a light. You guys subscribe more. I'll buy a light. How's that? Later.